Center in high definition. This is News Channel 8 on your side, midday.
Well, the book 50 Shades of Grey is capturing the attention of women across the country. Coming up, author and life coach Chandra is live in our studio with today's reality check and some tips on how to spice up your sex life. We'll be right back.
The book 50 Shades of Grey by E.L. James is capturing women everywhere. But is it really the explicit sex scenes that makes this book one that women just cannot put down? We have a reality check today with our life coach and author, Chandra. I gotta tell you, this can't just be about the sex, because if you haven't read the book, you know it's kind of a niche thing. And if you have read it, it's not mainstream sex.
Well, here's the deal. If it was all about sex, women would be all over the pornography sites, and they're not. Mostly men are on the pornography sites. So this is really something different. Yes, the entree is through sex, but it's really about finding out who you are. And when you know yourself sexually, you begin to really know things about yourself. Also, this is a book that says, you know what, you're not the only one out here who's thinking about this stuff. You know, there are lots of us who are thinking about this.
Millions, apparently.
There are lots of people who are thinking about this stuff.
Now, what's interesting is that you say, because of the type of sex discussed in this book, that it really leads you to believe that maybe women want to relinquish control.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. I don't think it's politically correct nowadays to say that, but we're not talking about what's politically correct. We're talking about really what is. Because of women's lib, because of the way the culture is at this moment, women are movers and shakers, they're CEOs, they run big companies, they take care of their kids at the same time. Women are dying to just turn over control for 5 minutes to somebody else and say, you know what, why don't you be in charge? What better way than in the bedroom with the door closed? And if you truly need to let go, there's no better place than this.
What do you think, though? Do you think, we'll get to the next point, the masculine versus the feminine, the popularity of good sex, but just a real quick question. You know, women can't seem to put it down. Do you think we're going to see a population boom in 9 months, or what? Is it good that women are getting into this? Because it's not exactly, you know, even the author herself says, look, I'm not that great of a writer.
No, she's not that great of a writer, and everybody who has ever reviewed the book has says this is not this great of writing. It's not about that. There's something in there that women are resonating to. It's not just about sex. It's about really getting in touch with something inside of you that previously has been hidden. When you read something like that, it's like things in you begin to wake up. They begin to come alive, and you begin to look at yourself a little bit differently, and you begin to admit, you know what? Maybe, you know, maybe I'm open to this, or maybe, and when you're open to one thing that you haven't been open to before, guess what? You're open to a lot of other things as well.
And just real quick, because we do have to wrap up, but the masculine versus the...
This is really, really important, because this is really what it's about. There's a polarity that exists between masculine and feminine. It's like a magnet. It's what creates the chemistry. As a woman, you have to ask yourself, is my essence truly feminine? If it is, what you want to connect with is something that's very masculine. What, you know, no matter what the characters are like, he's a very masculine guy.
Yes, he is.
You know, I'm not talking about anything abusive or anybody coming in and taking control, but I'm talking about somebody that really steps in and takes charge. That masculine-feminine polarity is what creates good sex.
It's real. All right.
Yeah.
All right, CoachGirl.com. We'll be back with weather.